Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know it has been kind of a minute since I posted anything. Life happens. We moved a couple hours away, and 2 horses, 2 kids, 2 dogs, our whole lives needed to, so it was like a big thing. I don't have my shit together. I'm not a professional YouTuber, so real life takes priority sometimes. I intend to be back though. I mean, I'm here now, aren't I? So I kind of kept all of the empties of things that I've had. I tried to make an empties video before things got really too in-depth with packing before when we were at our old house. I was finishing things up still then, and like I kept using things once we moved here, and I really tried to save the things that I was finishing. Like there was like 3 or 4 boxes that I had put these things in with the intention to save them for a video for this, like once I got a little more settled here. I didn't end up keeping all of them. Life happens, but this is what I had kept from everything. So this is going to be a little bit of like skincare, body care, that kind of stuff, like hair care, stuff like that. It's going to be a little bit of that, but the rest of it's Bath & Body Works, so. Okay, let's get into it. So we're going to start with the not Bath & Body Works stuff, so here we go. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the one conditioner that I have from this round of my empties. This is the Garnier Fructis Pure Clean Hydrating Conditioner. I have used so many of these up, and it's the Pure Clean, so I've just had a lot of opinions change, and like my thought processes on things change when it comes to like shampoo and conditioner that I'm using, and it's like a whole saga of things. But I don't know, like the shampoo, I like the shampoo in the Pure Clean line because like there's this like thing that I follow. It's wash the roots, condition the hair. So I don't put shampoo on like the long part, I focus it right here. Obviously it gets on it, but you know what I mean. So when I'm conditioning the hair, I don't need to purify the long part of my hair. I really started to not get paired conditioners with my shampoos all the time because, or I guess I've been liking not pairing my shampoo with my conditioner. So, okay, long story short, no, I would not repurchase this. Okay, so the next thing is a face wash. It's this Tatcha, the Deep Cleanse. This is the exfoliating one. So I really like the smell of Tatcha. Like, I really like the smell of Tatcha products. It's very scented, so I mean, like, I guess if you don't like scented products, you're not going to like this at all, but I did. So the original, like the purple bottle one of these, I don't find that it like gets everything out of my skin. Like, I like the smell of it, and that's why I buy it. But so when I was looking online for a new face wash, I was like, well, does Tatcha have an exfoliating one? And this is the closest thing they have to it, and it was okay. I mean, if I purchase Tatcha again for the smell alone, I would get this green one, the Deep Cleanse one, but it's not like a necessity. I think I'm going to try a different face wash coming up soon though. I have one brand new that I had gotten from Influencer. It's gonna take me a long time to get through that one. But so in the future, when I need a new face wash, like 6 months from now, I'll consider this one. Definitely a consideration, not something I hated. So I had gone through my makeup before we moved just to like finalize what I wanted to move with. I didn't really look too hard into the things that I kept, like to see how full they were or how, whatever. So when I was doing that kind of recently, I found these concealers. The first one of 3 is this Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer from First Aid Beauty. RIP, by the way, because this doesn't exist anymore, which is bummer for me because I really enjoyed it. The shade is 1 on the bottom. It was the lightest one. It was a little dark for me, but it like changed my mind from concealers. So when I first got into makeup, and I was really into the big super light under eye, when I'm not like doing like my full face and like hardcore glitter eyeshadow and stuff like that, I'm okay with something that's a little closer to matching my shade of like my foundation. So yeah, this was like a breakthrough for me, and it makes me really sad that it's not available anymore. I would totally buy it again. So it set me on the hunt for new concealers. I actually have one coming to me. It's supposed to be here today, but I don't think it's going to show up till tomorrow. But I wish it was that one, but it's not. So we'll see how I like this one that I got. So these other two concealers that I have are the same one. They're actually the Tarte Shape Tape from the Double Duty Beauty line. They're 2 different shades. The one's Fair and the other's Light Sand. Fair actually has this little flamingo charm on it. I had gotten it in like a set one time when I was like, this was like 2017 or 2018 when I was working for Ulta. I had gotten this one in a set and I was like obsessed with the flamingo. I don't know why, but I was. So I had 3 of these in my collection. I kept them all because like I was like, oh yeah, I like that. But recently I went through it and I was being a little more particular about it. Yeah, 3 of them. The funniest thing of it all is none of them are the same color. Like, what? Okay. But like I said, the Fair, the one with the flamingo charm, is the one I'm going to be getting rid of because it's so old. And this other one is not my shade. It's just not my shade. I don't know why I had gotten it, but I did apparently. Okay, so that's all my, oh wait, I lied. Okay, so these Maybelline Lifter glosses in the shades Reef and Moon. These are cute. I like the idea of them and the color of them is okay, but I just have to be super picky about what shades I'm picking to keep in my collection because I don't use lip glosses like at all. So like, why do I keep buying them? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but I do. And obviously because it's Maybelline, I bought them in like a drugstore, so like I couldn't test them out to see which ones I wanted. So that's why I ended up with 3 of them. But okay, so this car fragrance refill holder with this cute little pumpkin and the leaf on it, I picked up this year. It got broken. The clip on the back, it got broken. So yeah, and the refill that was in that one was flannel. That was something that was lost in transit when we moved here, was the label thing for this. So, but it was flannel. It was flannel. But that was what was in that car holder when it broke. So when it broke, I was like, well, I wanted to change it out anyways. Like I had planned to bring it in and put a different one in, like a Christmassy one in. So I was like, okay, well, it's just meant to be that I am done with it. So it's technically an empty, kind of. Kind of. Okay, so I had filmed a video of a haul of things, and I don't think I'm posting it. I don't think I'm posting it. It was so long ago. It was like a month ago, and it's just, I mean, yes, the candles are still for sale, but like, I don't think I'm posting it. Yeah, plans change all the time. But so that was like a really long intro to this, but I had bought 3 of the travel mini size of the perfumes. I had really loved it, like over the top loved it, and that's something that I had used up this past month. This is something I actually used up in like no time. I was a little surprised, but I really love this in a perfume. I don't know how I'm gonna like it in a candle. I did buy the single wick. It's actually right up there. I don't know how I'm gonna like it in a candle, but in that mini perfume, boy oh boy, I loved it. I loved it. Okay, so I have a mini size in the men's shower gel. It's an Ocean. The notes are actually blue, cypress, vetiver, and coastal air. This is something that Andrew used up. I had just recently seen that it was empty, and I was like, I'm snagging this for an empty. Thanks. But, I mean, I think he likes Ocean. I feel like it's a very classic, typical dude scent. So, he liked it. I liked it. I don't know that I'm going to repurchase it specifically. But, yeah. So, one thing that I didn't use up, like I technically didn't use it up at all, is this gingerbread latte body cream. The notes are Santa's gingerbread, frosted pear, and brown sugar. It is from 2020, and I don't know if you can see in this clip of how yellow it is, but like, holy crap, this wall behind me is white. This, I don't know if that's gonna be able to be captured on camera, but holy yellow. It's like a highlighter yellow. I can't have that. I'm like pale as shit. So in any case, I picked this one up. I think it was at last year's SAS. Last year or the year before's SAS. I don't think it was I think it was last year's SAS. So it was kind of old when I bought it because it is from 2020. I actually have the shower gel and the body lotion in this, and I'm using both of them currently. And I had intended on using this one until I opened it up and I saw I didn't want to paint myself with a highlighter. So this one is not an empty, but I'm throwing it away. Such is life with body creams. So I went through 4 Wallflower refills. The first one was like at the very tail end of fall. And it was starting to get colder out, but you know, that little transition phase. It's this pineapple, mango, and fresh balsam from this summer's blends collection. The notes are woodland balsam, fir branches, fresh pineapple juice, and mango. This one was fantastic. Like, I love this one so much. I hope they come back with it. I don't know that it will come back. Maybe I'd be able to find something from it at SAS this year. Maybe next summer SAS. I don't know, but I should have bought the candle from it. That's all I do know. I never bought the candle, and I totally should have. So another one I used up is this cinnamon stick. The notes are Ceylon, cinnamon stick, vanilla, and spice sugar. I use up so many of these. I have so many of these. When they have sales on the 2-packs of things, I typically buy the cinnamon sticks in the 2-packs almost every single time. So I have a supply of them in my basement currently, which is where I keep my excess wallflowers. Yeah, so I'd buy it again, but like not right now because I don't need it right now. I have a bunch. So the next one that I used up is Leaves. The notes are crisp red apple, golden nectar, and warm clove spice. This one is a total repurchase. I don't know if I have one in my collection right now, but if I don't, I'll buy it next year. I'm not like hard pressed for it, and it comes back every year, so that is what that is with Leaves. Like I said, these are kind of like my end of fall wrap up ones, the ones that kind of were still going as we transitioned to cold weather. That being said, the final one that I used up is this white pumpkin. The notes are white pumpkin, autumn spice blend, and ground cinnamon. Another one that I have tons of in the fall time. I'll pick up specifically white pumpkin in the 2-packs when they have sales on those. Again, that's one of my most favorite fall scents ever. The cinnamon stick I like to use like all the time, but the really hot summer months. Those, I don't like cinnamon stick during those months, but all the other times of the year, I like the cinnamon stick. White pumpkin, though, is my favorite for fall. So, long story short, will I repurchase that one? I mean, eventually, but not right now. So, I went through 3 wicks over this time, which is really not a lot, but I just, again, I was moving. Life. So I think we're going to start with the Halloween candle that I have for this empty. It's Spooky Cider Lane with a cool skull lid. The notes are bone-chilling bourbon glazed apples, magical maple syrup, and voodoo vanilla. The packaging on this is so pretty. And yes, I did already take the wax out of it. I did that like initially right after I finished this candle up. It was close to Halloween and I was like, I'm going to use this as decoration, so like set it out and stuff. But yeah, the packaging on this is so pretty when it's burning. Like, that is so neat, especially for Halloween. I love the lid. Like, that's so cool. A little unnecessary, but super cool. Will I repurchase this specific scent? I mean, maybe in the future. I have a number of these in my collection right now, so probably not for like 3 or 4 years, but eventually, maybe. I didn't hate it. I took the wax out when I did. I took the wax out in general because I want to reuse it for fall decor, Halloween decor. And I don't know what I'm going to put in it, but I'm going to put something in it next year. So then, that leads me to my last fall candle that I had used up. It's this pumpkin peanut brittle. The notes are crunchy caramel brittle, salty peanuts, and toasted pumpkin seeds. This one burned really yucky. Super sooty, like holy cow. The smell of it is so amazing though. Like, I bought another one of these for a backup, so I have it for next year just in case they don't bring it back. But holy cow, I love this. Like, I would buy this again next year, even if like I have my backup one just in case they don't come out with it next year. But like, if they do come out with it next year, I'm gonna buy it anyways. This one's so good. So the last candle that I have to talk about that I used up is spiced gingerbread. The notes are vanilla icing, cinnamon sugar, and fresh ground nutmeg. This one had a pretty luminary package. The inside was janky. Like, only the one wick kept burning, and like by the time it got down to the bottom, it loosened up from the jar. So like that could have been a hazard, but all in all, it just looks really weird in person to see. But this one is from last year. Yeah. This one is from last year, even though as I'm looking at it right now, there's no date. Yeah, there's no date on the bottom printed for like a number, but it's from last year. But I love gingerbread. Like, I love that spicy kind of scented thing. Cinnamon is my favorite. Nutmeg, like, that's my shit for fall. This one just didn't do it for me. And like, I had burned this one last year when I was pregnant. Couldn't take it. I couldn't. So it was like a partial burn this year when I started it. But last year I was like, ooh, no, I'm not feeling this one. Well, this year I'm not feeling it either. Like, I had to like pushed myself to finish it because it's not going to be something I buy again. Just saying. Okay, that's all my random empties that I have for you. I feel good not having this pile of shit sitting in my closet anymore. Moving is hard. We're finally getting settled in here a little bit, but I don't know where I'm going to film at. This is kind of like a test area because like this is just like my desk in my kitchen. So I don't know. We will see. I don't know. We live so close to town here, like so close to town here. It's fantastic. Obviously, as I get my Starbucks, and like I was close enough, like look how full and not melted this is. Like, I've never lived so close to a Starbucks before. This is wonderful. I'm close to like everything. Andrew hits it, but we're close to like everything here. Okay, so that's it. I'm done rambling. Okay, thank you so much for watching my empties, my not Bath & Body Works stuff, and my Bath & Body Works stuff. I mean, if you watched it all. If you didn't, if you're here, cool, thanks. But thank you so much for watching my video. I hope everybody has a great day. Until next time.